I honestly thought I was gonna be away from social media for like a long period of time. Turns out it's only like what, 2, 3 weeks max. So I know I'm good. But part two, there's probably gonna be a part three to this because obviously I'm not gonna be done. It is the 18th of July. July 18th. Um, and I keep hearing the doors don't swing both ways. And at first, I started laughing because I was like, well, I do, you know? No, just kidding. But then I got like the downloads and like everything, you know? And so it's basically a warning because now that we are in a new timeline, in a new uh life, 0101, like we are basically whole new beings. And we have to be careful because there is going to be an opportunity after the retrograde or maybe during, but I really highly feel during. I feel it's like right after the retrograde because I feel like during the retrograde, it's all our tests, whether or not we pass, to see if we are going to be going through what door, you know, it's going to lead us to that path. Kind of like a multiple choice. Like that's what I'm seeing, like a multiple choice question that leads you somewhere else. And then, like, you know, those puzzles from magazines that we used to do? It's kind of like that. And it feels kind of like that love energy that you have to kind of like figure out which one you really want, because there's a lot of options, there's a lot of good options, and a lot 0202, and a lot of these options are also from our past, you know. Some of these healed, some of these not healed, some of these trying to trick you into going back to old cycles, some of these are the universe trying to see if you really are done and ready to move on to the next step, to the next lesson, to the next episode, season, call it what you want. Like, there's just a sense of newness. And when I kept hearing the door doesn't open both ways, it's basically telling us to really analyze what we want, what we are looking for, what resonates with us. Because there's times where we want to pull the door when you're supposed to push it, you know? So it's either like you like giving, or do you like receiving, or do you want that mutual understanding where the door swings both ways, you know, dando y dando, pajarito volando. Like, there is just so many things that you need to really be, ¿cómo se dice? Like firm on. You know what I mean? Sorry, that was like the worst angle. But I really feel like during this Mercury in retrograde, which these are going to be like my last videos posting until after the retrograde, so like mid-August, I'll let you guys know on the next video. But it's also going to give me time to kind of organize a little bit my videos, and plan for future ones, keep recording, have them on standby, etc., etc. For those of you who were following my Instagram got reported for some triggered person that does not want me posting pictures and seeing 0404 how happy I am living my best life and shit. Like, I don't know why they just don't stay off my platform. 411, they know they're gonna get their feelings hurt, but I on like fucking leeches, bruh. Keep seeing 555 everywhere. And I know that we're about to trigger a lot more people. And these demons, like they feel, you know, like those chiquillos malcriados, like those spoiled brat kids that their parents never tell them anything, or they don't really correct them because they're afraid to hurt their feelings. We're about to hurt their feelings. Yeah, I saw 444. We're about to hurt their feelings because nobody else would. We're about to show them that respect goes both ways. We're about to show them that You should not judge a book by its cover. We, 0505, are about to show them the hidden darkness within themselves. But first, we need to be aligned. We need to be down with our own demons. We need to be grounded. We need to be able to see our own shit too, you know, like our own skeletons in the closet, clean those out, deal with it. Our demons too, control them, get them in check, you know. You are in control. You know when it's right to let them out and play and when you shouldn't. There's always a place and a time, and it's not always it, you know. And you also need to learn when to walk away, because there's some tests that include walking away. It doesn't always have to be lashing out, and that's something that I had to learn as well, because I am very like hocicona, like I won't shut up, and I don't like being taken advantage of. But something the universe told me and that I want to share with you guys is basically like, let them. Just let them. I know it sounds weird, but just let them. People are still going to do whatever the fuck they want to do, regardless of how much you try to hold on to them, regardless of how much you try to show them, regardless of how much you try to prove yourself, regardless of how much you change, regardless of how much you do, regardless of how much you try to avoid certain situations. It doesn't matter. People are always going to do whatever they're meant and want to do. So sometimes the best thing to, you know, get it over with is just allowing them to do that, to show you where they stand, to show you if they do deserve to still be part of your life or not, because you are evolving, you are growing, you are changing. 0707, you are doing everything that's necessary for yourself for this point in time, for your blessings to keep coming in, because you're not holding to anything. Even when things trigger you, you deal with it, you release it. Even if you do hold on to it for a while, maybe a year, maybe two, who's counting? But eventually you get to see the bigger picture. For a lot of us who are stubborn, we sometimes don't want to see things. For those of us who are really loyal, we tend to not know how to release that loyalty, how to detach from that loyalty once it's there. And that's also something that they wanted me to speak upon. For somebody here, whether it's family, friends, an ex-lover, a current lover, somebody important that you gave your word to, I feel that past this retrograde, you're going to have a different perspective if you haven't had it already, if you haven't processed these things already, if you haven't gotten the downloads, the messages, the clues that you need. And I really feel like your spirit team, your ancestors, God, the universe, whomever you believe in, but strong on the ancestors. Recently, I've been feeling a lot of, deceased loved one energies protecting you, guiding you, delivering that karma, coming in and out. It's just like a really busy time right now in the spirit world. After you had your own spiritual battles during the night, during your dreams, during, in that dream world, like I really feel that you did it, dude. You accomplished something that you hadn't before. And it's time for me to go clock in, but I'm gonna leave you with this. You are finally stepping into the role that you were supposed to this whole time. It might not feel right to other people. They might not like it. You might end up triggering people that were really close to you because of the role that you're going to step into. Whether it's in a new relationship, a new job, in your spiritual rank, in this new timeline with new opportunities, these new beginnings, whatever it is that you are triggering people that you never thought that you would, just let them. Observe their behavior. Observe and analyze what they say. Are they speaking from a place of trauma, triggers, or were they just bottling up all of that hate and all of that jealousy, greed, all that negativity, dude? You'll know. Out with the old, in with the new. I feel that your direction is changing so much that they're not going to even know how to hit you, how to strike you, how to hurt your feelings, how to trigger you, how to get you out of character. Because you are not in that same energy, in that same frequency, in that same timeline. You are a whole new being, a whole new creature, a hybrid between the dark and the light. 777. No, you couldn't see it, but he had 777 on his number. And the truck says mission. So I really feel we have a mission to accomplish. 1111. So let's get to it. Let's focus. Let's take this Mercury in retrograde to just focus on self, get off social media, work on those healings, on that trauma, let things be, let all the unhealed people reach to you, because you are not going to reach to anybody. We're not acting on that energy anymore. So right now, kind of pull back, go on hermit mode, self-discovery. Oh, look at the little birds. I don't know if you guys saw them, but I hope you did. That was so cute. Like, the birds have been telling me, dude. Like, the birds speak to me. Like, they've been telling me changes are coming. Like, huge changes are coming. Love is coming. And I also feel that there is just a power couple dynamic that is just supposed to be. And I felt it like two doves in between a murder of crows, and all of these crows are not even attacking them, they're protecting them, which is weird. So I really feel that whatever power couple is destined to be with each other, to collaborate, to create, to do, to bring something to the world, like, you guys are going to be very heavily protected. Your union is going to be very heavily protected. Like, no amount of dark magic will ever destroy this. And they will not leave. They will not second guess this. They will be sure. They will know. They will know. So, on that note, I really gotta go. All right, bye, y'all. I'm so late. Stay woke, stay hungry, and stay blessed.